Hey everyone, this is Cindy, and this is my 500 subscriber giveaway journal, and I'm giving it away when I reach 500 subscribers, or by November 5th, on November 15th if I don't reach the subscribers by then. It's a fall themed journal, and I just would like it to go to the new owner before fall's over. So anyway, trying to get 500 subscribers, so if you can help me out by sharing this video, or on your Instagram or your Facebook or just whatever social media you use, or just whatever platform, I really appreciate it. Okay, here's the journal. I made it out of a 9x12 envelope that's covered with this quilted fabric on one side. You can see the quilting, and then there's some other fabric on the inside, and you can see the envelope just barely sandwiched between there. This is like I said, quilted, so it's got a little bit of thickness to this fabric. And then I stitched on this brown lace all the way around. There are some, this is just some lace to close it with. And on the spine, I covered up, it's a one signature, I covered up the stitching with this brown, 2 shades of brown roses trim that I got from Hobby Lobby. I made a little slow stitching or hand sewing patch for the front, and I just used some fabrics that kind of coordinate the colors, and there's a little, what we call silk leaf, but silk flowers, you know what I'm talking about. They're not really silk, but anyway, I just stitched around it, and then I just pinned it on just to give it a little bit more interest, but it can easily come off. So anyway, that's on the cover, and I think that about covers it. So it measures 6 by 9 once you fold that envelope in half. On the cover in the front, I ran this yellow lace all the way through. You can see it back here, and stitched it in the middle so you have 2 pockets. And I just think that I like the lace pocket. So anyway, in this one, just trying to make sure I understand frame. These are some fall journaling cards that either came with some scrapbook paper. I'm not sure where I got them actually. So you'll see several of those throughout here. This one I had one of these blanks. It's got collage on the back and some coffee dye paper, and I was just putting different scraps of napkins on there just to give it a really a lot of different things are going on. On this page, the scrapbook paper, and I've made an envelope out of fabric and book page, and it's just the fabric is glued on and then stitched around to make the pocket, and inside here I put nothing. There's nothing inside there, so I just clip it on with a paper clip. You could glue it on, but then you're just going to have to glue all this fabric, so it's better to clip it on. And then I just made a little booklet out of some leftover music paper and some stickers and washi, and just put some paper in the middle for a little booklet. So I just tucked it up under here. All right, this is coffee dye paper and another one of the slow stitching or hand stitching patches. This is a sheet of scrapbook paper. It had leaves in 2 corners, and I wanted both of them, so I cut it a little smaller so it I could get both parts of the page in, and you'll see the other one in a minute. This is a little sack. I made I think it's a Tim Holtz die, and it's craft paper, so it's pretty sturdy. And I just did a faux stamp on the front and some scrapbook paper, and this little tag came out of a kit for Carnival Cruises scrapbooking kit, and I just put a little lace and fabric cluster there that covered up where it said Carnival. The colors were perfect for this journal, so I included it. This is a digital kit. I mean, a digital, I think it's just papers, and I can't remember if it's from Romantica Arts or Antique Papery. I'm not sure, but you can check them both out. They have gorgeous stuff. I did stenciling on the white pages, and you'll see that throughout. This is some scrapbook. I think it's 8 by 6 paper, and it had just the fall designs. This is scrapbook paper, and I put a silk leaf as a tab, and then I had a puzzle piece. I covered it with scrapbook paper and then just some stickers on it. When I was finished with the journal, I found this burlap. It's in a big roll, just like you would buy lace, and I'd forgotten I'd had it, and it's fall colors, and it's got owls on it, so I didn't really need another pocket or anything like that, so I just took a piece of it, and it was wired ribbon, so I took the wire out and glued it on this base I had of just lined paper and some book pages that I had messy stitched around, and then I went back in and did a zigzag stitch to put that burlap on, so you can see all the stitching on the back, but you got plenty of room to write, so it makes a cute little journaling card. More stenciling. This was a page from a magazine, and I liked the colors, and it's got a saying there. And then on the back side were just a bunch of ads, so I just had some yellow paper. I just stamped some lines on there, so it makes it into a journaling spot. This is papers you run through your printer that you can, print out like a letter or something on. And on the back of it, I made a pocket out of some scrapbook paper that I did some corner punching on. And then I made another gigantic faux stamp out of just scraps that were on my desk and a sticker, did the stamping on it. And inside the pocket is a recipe card that I put a napkin on. And this is a craft recipe card, and it says Hobby Lobby on there. So that's where I got it at one point. This is lined paper. I just folded it so you'd have more writing space. And I put a sticker and some washi tape on it. Here's the other piece of that scrapbook paper. I said I wanted to have leaves in both corners, so this one's cut a little bit smaller. This is from a set of leaves. They're thicker leaves that they're just made for decorations for fall. I got them either Dollar Tree or Dollar General last year, so it's been a year since I got those. So they make great tucks, and I made a tag out of blank paper and book pages that I had stitched around and just added. It was a children's dictionary, a definition for pumpkin, and it had a picture, so I just put those on there, and a label. It's got a little bit of everything going on here. A leaf, there's some lace behind this, and some washi tape. So anyway, just a collaged tag. This is another sheet of paper that you run through your printer as well, and you can write on it, and I just like the colors. And then this is a paper book page wallet. I think I saw Gail make them, and she'd seen Rachel make them, and I think Rachel may have seen Patricia make them, so it kind of makes a big circle. But anyway, basically it's book pages folded up, and you glue it here in the middle, so you got two separate pockets, and it folds out like a wallet. I think they call it like a paper wallet. And then of course you decorate it with whatever scraps of paper you have, and that one's a sticker. And inside of it I put a playing card that I put writing paper on the back. I had a scrap of scrapbook paper I put in there, so whoever gets this will have a little bit of something to add to the journal. And then a ticket that I got out of this collection of Tim Holtz tickets that I had purchased at Hobby Lobby, and it's just got different tickets and all different colors and varieties for you to use. So I put that in there, and then make sure I'm still in frame here because it folds out. A tag punched out of the scrapbook paper, another playing card with the writing on the back, and another scrap of scrapbook paper. So you can get all that worked in here, plus you can glue it on to be a pocket in the back. And I've included another one of those journaling cards from the scrapbooking kit, or scrapbooking paper. I'm not sure where I got them. Like I said, another one of those pages is a digital kit, and another leaf. This is a sack I made out of book page and napkin. Just folded the book page in thirds, basically. This is the front, well, in half. I don't know how you do it. But you make just fold it so in the back you had the two sides coming together. And then napkin on there. And this is a scrap left over from the scrapbook paper. And I just folded it and then took the little corners off. And then I had this little scrap left over from the other fall journal I did. I'd made a belly band of this. This is printed trim onto a photo paper, and I put eyelet lace behind it. And when I cut it off to fit the journal, I had this left over, so I thought that makes a cute little pocket. And this is from a die, a punch, not a die. Here it is, EK Success, I guess. Bought it at Hobby Lobby. So anyway, it's a tag with a pocket inside. And this is a children's workbook page that had the cornucopia on there and all the fall things, so I included it. And this is a felt pumpkin. It's fairly thick, excuse me, and that's why I put it on the top of the page, because the bottoms of the page gets thickness, so I just wanted to put that thickness at the top, and it just makes a cute little tuck for one of these fall journaling cards. Okay, this wallpaper, I don't know if I've shown you this or not. I've shown you most of my wallpapers, But I got this just the other day. Found it at probably Goodwill or Salvation Army, one of them. And I just love it. I think it's just gorgeous. And it definitely fall colors. So it's kind of tall for a pocket. So if I just cut it and put it on there, it's pretty tall. So I just fold down the corner. And that makes a better tuck. And you can see what you're putting in there. And it's not quite so deep. So anyway, I have one of these divider cards in my stash, and I just inked it up, and it's got great writing spaces, and I put that sticker of the turkey on there. This is typing paper, and I think I may have shown this in the other video on this journal. This page had a Christmas scene on the back, so we covered it with some lined paper that I did some messy stitching around, and a piece of this lace that was laying on my desk. I had a couple of punches from this punch. Also got it at Hobby Lobby. And it cuts it and embosses it at the same time. So it takes a little bit of muscle to get that punched out. This is a Tim Holtz stamp. I just stamped it and inked around it. And then another silk leaf I glued down behind there. And this is the other. This is why I wanted the music sheet, because it had Harvest Time on this side. So I didn't want the Christmas that was on this side. Okay, in the center of the signature, we have Edith Holden page. And then on this other side of the music paper, I have a pumpkin seed packet and just added some lace to it and some tatting. I think I showed this in one of the videos as well. So, and then in my stash, I just had these orange recipe cards. Put that in that pocket. The typing paper. And then this, Gail showed how to make these a few days ago on her YouTube channel. Basically, it's a sheet of paper, and it's copy dyed paper. You fold it in half, and then you fold it in half again. And you put laces on it to trim it. And then on the inside, you have laces that are like little side pockets. So in mine, I put another one of those journaling cards. There was a whole sheet of them, and I just cut them apart, of course. In this, I used that bigger punch, and I punched out a bunch of leaves. These were from a book jacket that had this shiny orange on there, so I thought those would be fun. So I just tucked them in here, and whoever gets the journal can just put them where they want. So you've got the little side tucks there, and then where you fold the page in half, you have a pocket. Let's see if I can get it open. Yeah, I have a little pocket here. So on mine, I had another one of these index dividers. I put some scrapbook paper, and that image I'd cut from some book. So that goes there. And on this side, I have a journaling card. I'm pretty sure this is Artzology's. It was just left over from a project I did on hers. I printed it on some shiny photo paper that I had gotten at Goodwill or somewhere, and on the back of it, it always said Kodak, Kodak, Kodak. So I've gone in and, I don't know if you can tell or not, put gesso on the back to cover most of that up, and then there's some trim there. So and on this eyelet lace I put here, pretty old eyelet lace, and it had the raw edge here, and so I just covered it with some tatting. So this just clips on this page, this scrapbook paper page. Okay, then we're back to the children's workbook page, and I think you can see where they actually wrote on it. So, and I like the pumpkin there, so I didn't cover it up. But on this side, it was something that not near as fun. So I made another one of those book pages, sacks. You can kind of see what I was trying to explain. There's a seam right there. So basically, you pick the front, and then you just fold the two sides in to make the back. That is absolutely the worst explanation there is. But anyway, and then I just have a napkin on there. Oh, and another one of these, Artzology. I hope that's hers. Journaling cards. All right, stenciling. And this is the back side of that digital paper. This is a pocket. And see, in the other video I showed making this, I was coloring it in with the inks. It is from a wedding invitation kit, and basically the invitation slips in this little lacy pocket, and it was white originally, but I just used different distress inks and just gave it more of a golden color. And I have two of those fall journaling cards that go in here. Stenciling on the back. This was cut from, I think I get a thing in the mail about, oh, you know, buying cars sort of stuff. I think it's a Chevy, I think. It's just a really nice magazine, you know, showing their newest vehicles. And it had this scene, this fall scene. So if you could see the back of this pocket, you would see the advertisement and stuff on the back side. But it made a great pocket here. So I just used my scallop scissors to put a different edge to the top. And then I made a guest check. I put everything under the sun on it. I put some of this same, what it was, you know, too big to fit on this page, so I had to trim it down. So there's what I trimmed down, and I used that punch to punch one of the leaves out of it. And then I put a ticket from that Tim Holtz book I showed you, some washi, and then I picked a Tim Holtz person to put on there. This copy dyed paper, and this is a hand-stitched patch, and I just left it up at the top just for decoration. I think I did make it where you could put something behind it, but I never did. So stenciling on the back of that scrapbook paper. And here's the lined paper again with washi and a sticker. This is some more wallpaper border. You can see the edges here, and I just folded that corner down so it makes things easier to go in and out. And on this one, I just added a sheet of stickers so you can have fun decorating. And this is some handmade paper that came in another wedding invitation kit I found. And I thought you can definitely write on this side because it's smooth, and you can maybe even do some on this side. Or you can use it to decorate with. So I just put it in that pocket so you have some things to work with. This is that paper for the printer. This is the other side of that magazine page, and it had ads again. So I had made this coin envelope. Let me get a little closer. It's pretty wild. I got a lot going on. I just inked the picture that was on the page, so you know, you can hardly tell what it was, grass or something. And I just put some scrapbook paper on it, some leaves, and a stamp I have. So I just stamped number 8 on some yellow paper. And this is a label stamp that you can just have lines to write on. Scrapbook paper left over. Used my tag topper punch to make the top. Added some lace, and then I have another headed out here. Yeah, this is really old. It's probably gonna fall apart at any time. A Fiskars Edge Punch, one of the first ones they came out with during the scrapbook days. And I just put a little, it's got a leaf pattern on it, so put that on the bottom. Scrapbook paper, the back side, put another silk leaf, and that paper, the back side. And on this is one of my favorite envelopes. Artie Mae shows how to do these, and I may have talked about this in that other video as well. You just have, you put like distress ink as a background, just, you know, kind of ink it up, and then background stamping. And then these are napkins, pieces from napkins. And then that's a real postage stamp that I put my own little like postage meter where they stamp the stamp, yeah, so that you can't use it again. And then I just put a bingo card in there. I kind of inked it up a little bit. It's not an old one or anything. It's just one that was in my stash. And you can use some of those other supplies I've included in the kit. If you, I mean, not the kit, the journal, if you want to decorate that up more. So anyway, that is on this piece of scrapbook paper that I cut down. And this is a fabric flip. It's more like a sheer lace flip. I just got this, I'm pretty sure, last year at Dollar Tree. It's got the leaves on it and just flips up. And I put some of these brown, it was trim I also got at Dollar Tree last year. Put that on the top. On this page, we have a book page pocket that's just been covered with different scrapbook papers. And I got a little bow there. And then this is just some scraps left over. And I rounded the corners and inked it up. And I figured you can definitely write on these lines here. And this is some of that wallpaper I just showed you. And I just put it on. I already had this blank made up where it was lined paper on the back. And on the front, it would have been book page. And I just put some of that wallpaper on it. And I thought it makes a great tag. And we're to the end, and in this back pocket I put some extra lace and another little journaling spot that can be glued somewhere. I've got a envelope for guitar strings and an index divider and a doily and some more of that homemade paper, and I just stuffed it full. So that's this journal. It's going to be not for sale, but it's going to be a giveaway, 500 subscribers. So in order to be included, just comment below and hopefully share it with this video with somebody. Oh, I had 2 extra journaling cards I was going to put in, but oops, can't hang on to them. I'll just put them in that back pocket. Definitions for turkey. So anyway, if you guys will do that, I appreciate it. And when we get to 500, we'll do another video where we give it away, or in November 15th, we'll give it away then regardless. So anyway, thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Bye.